Okay, y'all. Some of this shitica that's being put out seems unreal. And I have to be fair on both sides. So word on the street is Trump and his team is coming out swinging. Okay? They're saying that these were lies that were put out right before the election that were checked out. Okay? And wasn't proven. So this is why nothing was ever brought up on him about this stuff, because these were lies that were put out to stop him from running for the election. He's saying that he cut ties with Epstein years ago. Years ago. This is what he's saying. Okay, y'all? So he's saying a lot of this stuff ain't true. The Department of Justice is saying a lot of this stuff wasn't true. This is why there was nothing ever done. Okay, y'all? So we're about to talk about it. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all, and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not, and the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Talk about the holidays coming in with a bang right now. It's a lot of stuff coming out. And word on the street is a lot of this stuff that's coming out is lies. This is what they're saying, y'all. The Department of Justice responded to Trump's allegations in the new Epstein files, y'all. And they're saying that the latest trove of Jeffrey Epstein's related documents released by the federal government overnight include unfounded and false claims about President Trump, y'all. The Department of Justice said in a post on X, this is what is being said, okay? Not only that, Trump is responding saying that he cut ties with this man years ago, okay? This guy allegedly was a financial advisor. Word on the street, Epstein was a financial advisor, and a lot of celebrities hung around him because of the fact that they were having money problems. And it makes sense because y'all remember Michael Jackson was having money problems. And if I'm not wrong about it, I think that Chris Tucker has some money problems too. So we don't know why those pictures were taken and why he was around them so much. Maybe they need more advice than others. Or maybe they were guilty of being around somebody that this is what his island was all about. So we cannot say that everybody was around him was just around him because of financial advice. Okay, y'all? This is getting very interesting. I got to just say that, y'all. Okay? The president's name appears multiple times in the tens of thousands of newly undisclosed documents comprised of court documents, photos, videos, emails, including one from an assistant U.S. attorney dated January the 8th, 2020, about the number of times Trump flew on the disgraced financier's jet. Okay? Some of these documents contain untrue and sensationalist claims made against President Trump that were submitted to the FBI right before the 2020 election. Okay, not this election, the 2020 election. The Department of Justice said early Tuesday, to be clear, and y'all know how when president, y'all know during that time, election time, you see all of those commercials and stuff like that. You see a commercial about Biden that he doing this and who doing that, and you be like, really? Is he really doing that? And y'all be like, whoa, is they lying just to win, the other side to win? Then you see another commercial come on about Trump, and you be like, did he really do this? But they lie on each other so that they can win the election. So this is what they saying that took place, and this is why all these stories came in. Okay, y'all? But has it a story if somebody really, I'm just saying, y'all, was the whole thing made up about the female taking herself out? Was that whole thing made up about before she took out that she was raped and strawberry by these two men? Was that a lie? Was that a story made up just to stop this man from running from being president? Because that's crazy if somebody make up a story like that. They should be going to jail if they made up that whole story. Okay, y'all, this is crazy, the stuff that's coming out. And like I said, it's getting interesting going into the year 2026, y'all. Okay, a lot of people, and we got to put it out there, a lot of people did not want Trump in office. And when they don't want somebody in office, okay, that's going to undo the stuff that they've been doing. But like I told you, you see behind closed doors, a lot of these people are friends. Okay, so we got to keep that in mind as well. Okay, y'all. But this is what they are saying. They're saying that a lot of this stuff was lies. Okay, it was submitted to the FBI right before the 2020 election. Okay, y'all. And the Department of Justice just said early this morning, to be clear, the claims are unfounded and false. And if they had a shred of credibility, they certainly would have been weaponized against Trump already. This is what they are saying. That if there was a shred of truth about any of this stuff, oh, you best believe Trump would have got toward a new one. This is what they're saying, y'all. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. They're saying that, Newsweek emailed the White House for a comment and contacted the Department of Justice for further comments. Okay. And I guess they still waiting to hear back. I don't know. Okay, y'all. The Department of Justice also reiterated its commitment to protecting Epstein's victims by applying all required legal safeguards to the released materials as set out by the Epstein Files Transparency Act. So they're saying that some of the stuff that's being blocked out now is for the protection of some of the witnesses, y'all. Okay, so maybe this is still ongoing, y'all. Okay, a lot of stuff is still ongoing, and they're still going through boatloads of evidence and stuff like that in these files, y'all. I guess. Okay, y'all. The legislation signed by Trump on November 19th required that the Department of Justice to make its files on Epstein, a convicted mingle-tingle offender. Okay, who passed away. They said he took himself out in 2019. Available on a searchable and downloadable format no later than December 19th. The law bars the release of victims' personal, identifiable information. Any materials depicting, mingle tingle, any kind of wrongdoings of little ones, or images of, people passing away, or physical, altercations, injuries, or whatever, and any files that the Department of Justice says could jeopardize an active federal investigation. So yes, it's still ongoing. The law makes it clear that no record shall be withheld or redacted solely because their release would cause embarrassment or reputational harm to any public figure, government official, or foreign dignitary. Okay, I don't care what nobody say. I'm just gonna put this out here, and this is just my personal opinion. When Chris Tucker came out and said that he don't know what people doing behind closed doors and all this stuff, it looked like he was lying, y'all. I'm just saying, he looked like he was lying, that he was nervous about the situation and this and that and that and this. Our lives gonna be ruined and touched by this stuff coming out? I do believe so. Everybody is taking Chris Tucker off of their playlists. I'm telling y'all, a lot of people is saying they're not going to support this new movie coming out by him. And if he's having any money problems right now, get ready for to have some more, because they're saying that they pretty much finna boycott this movie that's coming out, y'all. They pretty much finna boycott it for the fact that he was all over the place, pictures everywhere. You mean to tell me, and I'm going to ask y'all in the comment section, do you all believe that all those different pictures with different outfits on that Chris Tucker took, that he was with, the woman that's locked up right now, the whatever you call her name, the guy who had this island and this and that, all of these pictures that he took, different pictures. You mean to tell me, and y'all let me know in the comment section, do y'all think for 1 minute that all of those times that Chris Tucker was with him was for to get financial advice, y'all? I'm just asking, y'all, because I just can't believe that, okay? I can't believe Clinton is innocent in this whole situation either. I think Clinton he's wild, okay? I'm going to just put that in there, okay? To say it lightly. I think he's wild. I think he's running around doing all kind of stuff, okay? And with who knows who. All right. Trump, I don't know. Because people are playing dirty right now. And I told y'all this. I told y'all this election was historical. I told y'all that it's going to be people that's still mad for a long time that he won. People were going against their family members. People were taking out their family members because of who they voted for. Y'all, this was a very historic election. And ever since that Trump has been in office, allegedly, y'all, because I ain't been keeping up like that, but I've been hearing things, okay? The Democrats been coming at him whatever that they can to make him look bad, y'all. So for this stuff to be popping out now, in the way that it's popping out, it just seems weird, okay? Did y'all see the letter that allegedly, Epstein left? They said he left a letter before he took himself out. And the letter was to another person that was out here mingling and tingling with people he wasn't supposed to. Little ones, okay, y'all? Had an appetite for little ones. They're saying that Epstein, before he passed away, reached out to another person that was, just like him. Just like him. To tell him that he was about to check out. And that, and at the end of the letter, y'all, in the letter, he mentions Trump. And I say, really? Could this letter really be true? Or it just seems so, out of all the people you name, you're going to name the president? Out of all the people that was allegedly on that island, when he's on his way out, to take himself out, he allegedly put Trump's name on there. Now, word on the street is, when he took himself out, that was when Trump was in office too, which is the reason. Is this the reason why he was taken out? Was he threatening to tell on the president if he didn't pardon him or something like that? And was that a slap in Trump's face? Okay, you was down with me or whatever. I'm going to tell on you too. And I'm going to leave this letter and put your name in it so that, people know what you about to. You never know, y'all. You can't, I wasn't there. Y'all wasn't there. We don't know. I got people coming in my comment section. It was all lies. Other people coming in the comment section. I believe it. Only thing we can go by is what we believe. Because we wasn't there. But this is, Trump said that he stopped dealing with this man years ago. Trump has not been accused of any criminal conduct and says he cut ties with Epstein decades ago. This is what Trump is saying. And that this stuff is coming out now. It's trying to make them look bad. But I'm going to just say this, because somebody left something in my comment section. Let me go to my comment section for a second. Let me go to my comment section. Which makes me wonder, what's up right now? Is this something brewing right now for them to get our attention and put it solely on this stuff? We had the Diddy, now we got Trump and all this stuff coming out. Y'all, this is weird, okay? Let me see. Somebody had put something very interesting in my comment section. Let me see. Can I find it real quick? So, Flash F2R says, so what? Didn't Biden's DOJ release this information? If it could have took down Trump. So I guess they tried to say, so why didn't Biden's administration release this information if it could have took him down? That's true, y'all. If there were people that didn't want Trump in office, especially the feds, if they were, tied to Biden administration and this and that and this, why wouldn't they release this? Why not, y'all? All they had to do was release it. Trump would have been out of there. Now, somebody in the comment section says it also, Angie B29 at Angie B2993, she said it also would have took down Bill Clinton, who is also in the Epstein files. You have President Trump and President Clinton both implicated if you are going off the photos. Okay? I don't know, y'all. It made me think about that song. Just the people them put out. They build you up just to tear you down. Is it a possibility that the Republicans is making sure this stuff come out just to tear their own president down that's supposed to be on their side? I'm just saying, y'all, it's weird to me. Trump is, he put the person over the FBI over, the Patel guy, he put him over, he's over the federal. You know what I'm saying? So how in the world is this stuff coming out and being leaked now by the feds? I'm just saying, y'all. It seems weird, don't it? It seems like either it's true, or either his own side is trying to take him down, want him out the way for some reason. Do they got other plans? Is this a distraction right now? We got to think about that too. Could this all be a distraction? Because it's a lot of stuff coming out, but I don't see how you can fake a lie. Like, how do you fake a lie, y'all, about a whole person taking themselves out after they was graped and strawberry hanging out with Trump and Epstein? I mean, this is something that has to be proven. And Department of Justice is saying they were lies. They were lies that were being put out to stop Trump from even getting in office the first time. And if they were credible, something would have been done. I just said this in another video. I was like, why wouldn't this come out? Why wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Why in the world, who would throw this under the rug and have something this disgusting? Who would do that? And now this makes sense. If these were stories that was put out there, they still had to keep a record of it, so they had to still have it in the records. But at the same time they had it in the records, they did investigation, whatever. They found out that this is what they're telling us, y'all. So don't get mad at me. They found out that they were lies. Y'all, this is getting interesting. Makes you wonder what's really going on. And I want y'all to pay attention to this new little vibe to the rust that's going around right now. A lot of people are passing away from this new, sickness that's going around right now. Y'all be careful, okay? Because this is also, a lot of people is putting that out there, that this is going to be pushed out there so that, to calm people down from, everything that's coming out. It makes sense. It makes sense that we have a new sickness on the rise right now, in the midst of all of this information coming out and stuff like that. And it's getting people's attention off a lot of stuff. When I put that video out saying that this new sickness was going around, because a lot of people are still not wearing their masks and none of that stuff. When I put that out, my comment section lit up with a lot of people saying that their families are sick and they sick and this and that. Their friends are sick and rushed to the hospital. And prayers up to everybody right now that's sick. All y'all loved ones, that everybody that was posting, everybody, okay, that is going through some serious stuff right now, and they don't know what's hitting them right now. And they're saying it's a doozy, y'all. They're saying the hospitals are filling back up right now, in the midst of all of this going on right now. So stay tuned. Another thing that I told you all about as well, I said that allegedly there were going to be another government shutdown on the rise. That's a brewing too, y'all. That's supposed to be in January. Word on the street is they just gave people back their little, stuff back for, I guess, the holiday or whatever. And people were put back to work, the government put back to work because of the holiday, so they could, the economy, people shop. And word on the street, people didn't shop the way they used to for this Christmas, y'all. A lot of people did not go all out running up their cards and spending every dime they had in their pocket this holiday. A lot of people had to cut back, okay? I helped people before the holiday, and then I lost, a couple weeks of work. So I couldn't even do my Cash App, y'all, this year. It's a lot of people had to cut back for things, okay? A lot of people didn't shop like that. I know people that work in stores, they say people didn't spend as much money as they normally spend. Okay, y'all? Is it because this government shutdown is a brewing? There gotta be some things going on that's about to take place, y'all. And I know y'all are hearing about the taxes that's rising. I know you all are hearing about what they call the medical card stuff is rising as far as the payment that people have to pay for it. That's rising. Everything is going up, up. When it comes to people getting sick and stuff like that, they saying that this is about to be through the roof to pay for those monthly fees of whatever you paying for your coverage for your medical and all of this stuff. They said it's about to be through the roof. And the crazy part about this is it's on the rise at the same time this new sickness is on the rise. So y'all pay attention, keep your eyes open for everything that's going on. We don't know if Trump did it or not. We don't know if he's telling the truth or not, but we do know people lie on other people when they want people out the way. Okay? People will lie to destroy you. They don't tell their stuff, but they'll go and tell somebody your stuff. But they don't tell them nobody they part and what the part that they played and stuff. Okay? So when people want to get at somebody, they will put out lies. I just found it really odd that letter that they're saying that he left, because I never heard that he even left a letter when that man allegedly took himself out when he was in prison. Did y'all hear that he left a letter? Let me know in the comment section. I never known that he had even left a letter. Now the letter is popping out and they're saying that the letter had Trump's name on there. Y'all mean to tell me this was never used for nothing? When everybody was trying to find some dirt on this man. Was this to build him up just to tear him down and try to make a fool of this man while he's in office? We don't know. But this is what the Department of, Justice is saying. This is what Trump is saying right now, that these are all lies. Another thing I want to talk about is, do y'all see how Nicki Minaj is calling herself taking a stand? And she don't care one way or the other, okay? And I listened to a little bit of what she was saying when she had that little interview or whatever you want to call it, a little get together with that guy who passed away, Kurt's wife. I noticed that the one thing that she was saying why she was kind of standing by Trump is because she was saying that people will lie on you. They will lie on you to make you look bad. She's going through the same thing, and I think this is why Nicki Minaj is defending Trump so hard too, because she's beefing with Jay-Z and them right now, and Rock Nation and all of this stuff right now. And at the same time she's beefing with Rock Nation, look at all the stories that's coming out about her. And people are saying they're lying on Nicki Minaj just to make her look bad because she's coming at Rock Nation now for the things that they have been doing. Okay, y'all? So stay tuned. Stay tuned. This could be huge. This could be huge. And this is how we going in a new year. You don't know who lying and who telling the truth because we wasn't there. But we shall see, y'all. We shall see. Anyway, y'all, please like, share, subscribe if you like this video. And thank you for watching. Peace. And if y'all want to support the channel, y'all know what to do. Peace.